Hey, guys, welcome to the Visiting Ward Season 3. If you're new to the podcast and you're just now catching it on YouTube, this is episode 1 for Season 3. Season 1 and 2 are on Spotify under the Visiting Ward. And as far as I go, I'm Matt Kildorn. I'm your warden. I'm the one who holds all the lunatics in place and keeps them under control, giving them their proper meds every day. But let's get into the business. Hey, DJ, let's rock the ward.
In the halls where the whispers crawl, where the broken shadows stain the wall, a heavy step echoes through the deadened air. The warden walks and terror follows everywhere. Keys like iron tombstones ring, a lullaby no saint soul should sing. He knows each scream, each name, each plea, for none escape his registry. Warden of the asylum, master of the locked and lost. He binds the night with fear and frost, keeper of the secrets no one dares recall. Warden of the asylum, ruler of the endless behind his mask, the darkness stares, cold as the thoughts no mind should bear. His coat drags like a mourning shroud, a ghost made flesh, a silence loud. He turns the key and worlds collapse. Sanity breaks in his iron grasp. The lights flicker when he draws near, even the walls remember fear. Warden of the asylum, master of the locked and lost. He binds the night with fear and frost, keeper of the secrets no one dares recall. Warden of the asylum, ruler of the endless hall. Hear the scraping chains, a promise not a threat. Every sin, every pain, he collects each debt. No hope, no dawn, no calm within. Only the warden and the weight of every sin. Warden of the asylum, when nightmares learn to crawl, where broken souls obey his call, when the last light fades and the lost ones fall.
Okay, guys, welcome back to the Visiting Ward, where today we take complex emotional and psychological topics and we make them human, real, and healing. Today we're diving into something all of us experience but few of us talk about openly. That's mental health. What is mental health really? Mental health isn't just about the absence of mental illness, it's the presence of emotional well being. It's your ability to cope with stress, maintain relationships, adapt to challenges, experience a range of emotions without being overwhelmed by them. Mental health, the key idea here is mental health is fluid. It changes with life events, stress levels, and emotional load. That's all too true. We all experience mental health, and we all and all of our mental healths rely on coping with stress, maintaining relationships, adapting to challenges, experiencing range of emotions without being overwhelmed. But why mental health struggles are rising? Modern life creates conditions that stress the human brain. Constant comparison via social media, being perpetually on, economic pressures, loneliness despite being connected online, trauma, burnout, societal instability. These forces don't mean something is wrong with you. They mean you're reacting normally to abnormal pressures. Trauma, burnout, I understand those. Loneliness despite being connected online. Um, we all go through those. It's something that we all have to understand. It's it's the way of the modern world. But there is a way to break the stigma. A big barrier to seeking support is the belief that struggling makes you weak, the fear of being judged, the idea that you must push through everything alone is simply not true. Mental health should be treated like physical health, something you maintain, monitor, or get help for when needed. Guys, I can't reiterate this enough. We've spoke on this before, but mental health is something that we all struggle with. If you are having a hard time with it, it's just like your physical health. Get help. Seek help. Find that person or persons that you can talk to. Don't let your mental health get so bad that you end up going off the deep end, that you end up taking times and throwing them away. Um, there are some practical tools for mental health strength. Here are approachable real life strategies. Name your feelings. If you can name it, you can navigate it. Create micro moments of calm. Every 30 seconds of even 30 seconds of grounding can reset your nervous system. Build a support circle or a support network. One person who listens without judgment is more powerful than 10 who don't. Set expectations around your energy. Saying, I don't have the capacity right now is healthy. And most of all, professional help is strength, not failure. Building a support network is very helpful for mental health. Again, name your feelings. If you can name it, you can navigate it. Ground yourself for 30 seconds. Take and meditate. Do something. Get your mind off of stuff. Like I said, grounding resets your nervous system. When mental health dips, warning signs that you're overwhelmed or that you're becoming overwhelmed. You feel numb or constantly tired. You're withdrawing from others. Small tasks feel enormous. You're more irritable or emotional. Your thoughts feel heavier than usual. Important message for this. This is not a character flaw. It's a signal. And signals can be acted on. I've experienced all of these. If you start feeling any of these or you start doing any of these and you notice it, seek help. Whether it be from a therapist or whether it be from the one person that listens and doesn't judge. Talk to someone. You may not think it helps, but you don't realize how much it can help. And a lot of times talking about something helps more than not talking. If you sit there and not talk, you're breaking yourself further. and further down, you're allowing your mental health to get the best of you, and you shouldn't do that. Now, there is a path towards healing. Healing is not linear, clean, or symmetrical, and that's okay. It looks like, here's what healing looks like: slow mornings, trying again, talking to someone, being kinder to yourself, setting boundaries, asking for support. Uh, Not wrong again. You you have to set boundaries. You have to talk to someone. Keep trying. Don't give up. Um, yeah, and you deserve support. You deserve peace. You deserve to know that your emotional world matters, and no one gets through life untouched. And no one should walk through their struggle alone. Let's go back to what is mental health. Mental health isn't just the absence of depression, anxiety, or trauma. It's the way you react to stress, the way you recover from setbacks, the way you connect with people around you. Think of it like a foundation of a house. You don't notice it when it's strong, but you feel everything when it starts to crack. And the truth is, every foundation cracks at some point. That's part of being human. We live in a world louder than our nervous systems were designed for. Notifications, expectations, responsibilities that stack like weight on the chest. People say everyone's so sensitive these days, but in reality, we're exposed to more stress in 1 week than past generations faced in months. You're not broken for feeling overwhelmed. You're reacting normally to abnormal circumstances. You know that old line, just tough it out? It sounds heroic, but it's actually one of the fastest ways to burn out. Struggling doesn't make you weak. Talking about it doesn't make you dramatic. And needing help doesn't make you a burden. I'll tell you what really make I'll tell you what it really makes you. Human. I want to give you a few tools to use right now, today, without apps, money, or a wellness routine that requires enlightenment. You ever get the feeling that you ever get the feeling where you're stressed, but you can't even name why? That's your emotional dashboard flashing, identifying identify the feeling, name it. Even if it's messy, I'm anxious, I'm tired, I'm overwhelmed, but I don't know by what. When you put a name to an emotion, that's when the brain calms. It stops treating it like a threat. And then create micro moments of calm. I'm not talking about meditation retreats. I mean 30 seconds. Put your hand on your chest, exhale longer than you inhale. Look at something that is being still. Your brain resets faster than you think. We have all day. We all have days where when the world feels heavier, when every task feels uphill, when even reaching out feels exhausting. If that's you right now, I hear you. Some signs that you're getting overwhelmed. You're more irritable than usual. Your sleep is off. You're withdrawing. You feel numb. You're tired no matter how much rest you get. These aren't failures, they're signals. And with signals, we exist so we can take action. Healing is not linear, it's not a ladder. It's more like wandering through a forest. Some days you move forward, some days you sit on a fallen log and just breathe. And that's progress too. If you take one thing from what I've told you, from how I've described things, from how we've talked about healing, mental health in general. You deserve to feel safe in your own mind. You deserve support. You deserve rest and understanding. And you do not have to walk through your struggles alone. Take care of yourself today. Not because you've earned it, but because you exist, and that is reason enough. So let's go back. Let's go back. Now, we talked about what is mental health once in the beginning, okay? It was to cope with stress, maintain relationships, adapt to challenges, and experience a range of emotions without being overwhelmed by them. Then, talking about it again, we we said that it's a way that you react to stress, that you recover from setbacks, and the way that you connect with people around you, and that it's like a foundation of a house. You don't notice anything when it's strong and supporting, and you don't hear the creaks in it. But as soon as you start to hear the creaks, the cracks, the pops, you start noticing everything. Um, and at some point, every foundation cracks. Every foundation becomes something that it shouldn't be. It starts to sink. When it starts to sink, the human body and human mind is only meant to take so much. You can't sit here and go, oh, this is how this is supposed to go. Oh, this is what's supposed to happen. Everything doesn't go as planned. You're going to struggle. You're going to have setbacks. You're going to have stress. And people say that everyone is so sensitive these days. But in reality, we're exposed to more stress in 1 week than past generations faced in months. As I said. And you're not broken for feeling overwhelmed. You're reacting to abnormal circumstances. You're reacting normally. Mental health makes you human. Naming the feeling that you're having, sitting there, name it. I'm anxious. I'm tired. I'm overwhelmed, but I don't know what by what. You put a name to the emotion, your brain will calm. And it'll stop treating it like it's a threat. And then don't do meditation retreats. Take 30 seconds and calm yourself. Put your hand on your chest. Exhale longer than you inhale. Look at something that's not moving. And your brain will reset. So, the science that we talked about earlier versus the science that we talked about here. Your sleep being off. You're tired no matter how much rest you get. Signals exist so we can take action. It's not wrong. And if that is you right now, where you've all had days where the world feels heavier, where every task feels like it's an uphill battle, when even reaching out feels exhausting, I hear you. I really do. I've been there. I've done that. The path towards healing. It's not an easy one. It takes having a support network. It takes being willing to fix what is wrong. You can't fix what is wrong if you can't talk about it. Sometimes talking about it, you're not ready to. We understand this. And when you're ready to talk, you have people that are ready to listen. And you should always remember that you have people who love you. You have people who enjoy your company. You have people around you who want to see you get better. We want to see a better you, a healthier mental health you, a healthier you mentally. And taking care of yourself is a very important thing. Mental health, as I said in earlier in the podcast, it's like your physical health. When something goes wrong, you get help. Having a support network is a way of help. Seeing a therapist is a way of help. Seeing a psychologist is a way of help. But I'm going to conclude here by saying thank you for spending a few minutes in the visiting ward. Thank you for stopping by. And remember to tell someone you love them. And always, always, if this episode helped you, share it with someone who might need to hear the same words. And remember, wherever you are, however you feel, you're not alone. And until next time, I'm your warden. I'm Mac Kildorn, and I shut these doors. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.